All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Gin and Juice podcast. My name is Melissa.
And my name is Mel.
And we are... we are real life sisters. We get on this podcast every single week and talk about whatever the heck we want to. We normally catch you up on your week, on our week, and then we talk about the ways that we should support and thank our sponsors for sponsoring today's episode.
Thank you to our sponsors, Earnin, Babble, and HelloFresh.
We're so grateful for them. And so we normally start with a little segment we like to call Long Story Short, where we talk about some things that's happened over the course of the week. Although our live Patreon audience, we just talked to y'all like right before the weekend.
We did.
So we just.
But the weekend had stuff.
Yeah, but the weekend was. Let me tell you something. This weekend, I called my dad this morning. Oh, I got another story. I called my dad this morning and told him that me and Kev was doing 2 and 3 things a day this weekend and like something every day. So, or like something every day this weekend, and one of the days we did 2 things. And I just want to say, as a person that is 40, don't do that.
Oh my gosh, I hate when I have things to do.
Man.
More than one thing and I get so upset.
Man, it's a lot.
Low-key, more than 3 during the week and I'm like,
this is like, what am I doing? I'm so
Everybody
overwhelmed
relax.
and so busy that like
that.
I can't even function. You ever be so busy that the thought of it is like overwhelming?
Yes.
And then you have to figure out what to wear. And let me tell you something about these Fredericks. We gonna stress over what to wear. You hear me? If the premiere we went to had a dress code, and then actually we haven't gone. It's tomorrow. The premiere we're going to tomorrow has a dress code.
you have another premiere?
Yes.
Whose?
Girl, don't give me the line.
Oh, okay. It may not matter.
I was on Google. It's like smart casual, which I understand smart casual when you clock in to a 9 to 5.
Yes.
I do not understand smart casual in LA at a movie premiere. It doesn't even, that's not a thing. That doesn't make sense. So I was online looking up business casual in LA, we went to, what's her name? Yvonne's birthday party. And her dress code was like LA Lux. But then it was like, but be prepared to sweat. And don't wear jeans. Well, what I'm supposed to wear?
Y'all look cute though.
We were stressed.
I loved it.
We were stressed.
And it looked like a good time.
It was a good time. Okay, so we'll start. Anyway, I told y'all a little bit about some of the things that happened. You want to go first? And then I can kind of lift us and then.
Okay, that's fine. Well, and I'll lift a little bit too. But first, so yesterday, it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Greg woke up to a voicemail from his aunt telling him that his other aunt was in the hospital. And so that kind of like, I feel like set the tone for the day. So every minute we're just like, oh, is that your phone ringing? Who is it? What's the update? Trying to figure out kind of what was going on. And then towards the middle part of the day, and his parents were in London because my mother-in-law's mother just passed. And so they were on their way back from London because they just went to that funeral. And so they're on the airplane, and then we get news that at that point they were essentially just trying to keep her alive in time for Greg's father to make it to the hospital. But unfortunately, before they even landed, she passed away. So Greg was, really sad. The family's all sad. And then everybody's waiting, of course, for my father-in-law, my mother-in-law to land and then, give them the news. So it just kind of set the tone. It was just sad. He's very close with his aunts on his dad's side, very close. They live in Atlanta. He grew up with them. And she has like such a distinct laugh and voice, like her tone and the way, like I can hear her voice now. She just was always really sweet. I was actually, of course, when people pass, you just kind of remember all the times. And I was remembering when I first came to like a family function of his and like met all his aunties. And again, there's like a lot of them. And they're like Atlanta, Decatur aunties. Okay. And I think the first thing was like a Memorial Day. One of his cousins has a birthday around Memorial Day, so they had like a big birthday party. So I go over there and meet all the cousins and the aunts. And I just remember her. She was really sweet, but also like, okay, so like, what do you do? And like, oh, your hair. She used to always comment about my hair. Your hair is always done. It's really nice. But she just was always really sweet. You guys came to Christmas one time at Greg's cousin's house, and ever since then, she always asks about you guys. How's your sister? How's your mom? She always asks. She always commented any pictures I post of the kids on Facebook. Auntie Esther is gonna comment or like the picture. So anyway, it's really sad, that she has passed. So of course now you have to like figure out arrangements and when we're gonna go and what that's gonna look like. And of course it's right before the holidays. So anyway, it's been really sad. So y'all keep Greg and his family in your thoughts and your prayers as we kind of manage this week and what that looks like. Obviously, McKinley the school year is winding down before Christmas break. So figuring out how we're going to travel and like all of that. On top of that, I'll kind of switch gears slightly. I got an invite, which I think is fine to say because they're going to want me to post. So Debbie Allen has like a dance academy here.
I got it too.
You did?
I can't go.
We are going to go. I figured you were too. When I got it, I was like, I bet you they have the same invite and they're going to be gone. I'm so excited. I wonder if Angel and them got it too. But anyway, we're going to go on, it's Thursday. And so I was like, first of all, not me being an influencer, I get a little invite. So I'm really excited to go see that Nutcracker.
It's the Nutcracker, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So of course I'm like, you talk about getting dressed. I'm like, okay, well the girls have to match. Yes. Me and Greg have to do a little and it has to be Christmas themed. Yes. It's like the Nutcracker. That's like staple Christmas. Yes. So anyway, I'm excited about that. And then I also got there's like a circus that's happening. It's an Italian circus. They emailed me asking if basically I wanted to come do influencer stuff and like record and post reels and all that stuff. And I was like, don't you be, and it's not even on TikTok, it's on Instagram. So I'm like, listen, don't be hitting me up trying to make me do, influencer stuff. So anyway, I got to get the date of that because I want to do that. And then there's like birthday parties. Mom's coming to town. There's so many things between now. I have a hair appointment soon. I'm very excited about.
Are you getting braids?
No, I'm going to get weave. I just don't know if it's going to be a sew-in or quick weave, but I'm going to get some weave. Anyway, I am trying to figure out. I have a lot to do. I actually was thinking about stealing Kev's clip-to-clip Patreon thing. So
it's a great
depending
idea.
on how my life goes, I may do a clip-to-clip. Kev always jokes that it's not sustainable. It's really not for me because I don't have nothing to do. If I did clip-to-clip, it would be me changing positions in the same bed, in the same outfit, and then making dinner. But anyway, I may be doing that on my Patreon. So
that's going to be fun. I'm so sad that I can't go.
I am too.
If you guys haven't watched the clips, they're actually really good. They're a good
so
time.
fun.
Yeah, they're fun.
Join the Patreons.
Yeah. Dang, I'm so mad I can't go.
That would have been fun.
Man,
all of us too, because it's like kid friendly.
I know, I'm sad.
We could have been Christmas outfits.
Dang, I'm so sad because I love stuff like that. I was very much sad. I am very much sad. Well, that's cool.
Yes.
Have a good time. Wear the things, do the things, get dressed, and show the people all of your stuff. Okay, so then my weekend was pretty well documented if you're on Patreon. We did the holiday party for the MrsKevOnStage
which was amazing.
It was such a good time.
First of all, the bags.
I love them so much.
Greg has recorded a open box.
Oh, I love it.
But he also opened mine.
Hilarious.
So I was like, where's mine? And he's like, oh, I did it. You want me to send it to you? Why would you open my bag?
I love it.
I don't know how he recorded it, but
that's why I'm so interested to pull out your stuff, but you see Greg's hand?
Yes.
Greg, it was excited.
It's gonna be his. I gotta edit it now. But anyway, the bags were great. The party was great.
The bags
it was amazing.
Were great.
You did
I'm
great.
super excited. I actually really, I did record myself putting the stuff in the bags.
Good.
I was supposed to do an ending, but then I started running late.
Hello.
But once the videographer sends that to me, I will be posting it so you guys can see everything that was in the bag. But it turned out really great. I ordered entirely too many bags because I had more bags that arrived over the weekend because of the holidays and Black Friday. You never know when stuff are actually going to arrive, and stuff started arriving. Like I kept getting notifications that this is delayed. And so I freaked out. So now I have a bunch of bags. So we're thinking about doing a giveaway on the Patreon. So yeah,
that's a good idea.
Yeah, so you guys stay tuned for that. We put it together not really put it together. I just put a bunch of stuff in a bag.
Hello.
So we'll probably be announcing that very soon.
Love
So
it.
anyway, we did that. That was a good time. And then the day after, Yvonne's birthday was from 10 to 2.
Oh, yes.
From 10
At
o'clock
night, 10 p.m., not a.m. In the
PM.
evening.
to 2 a.m.
That's
I
late.
said, now why?
She 40. She was trying to show y'all she's still young. She still got it.
Oh, we did not. We went up in there and it was like, now girl. But when I tell you she had some of everybody in there and she didn't care. Okay, you hear me? This girl was in here she did like 2 outfit changes while we were there. I
Yes.
think she ended up doing 3 in total. Outfit changes. It was did have folks dancing. She had like little hors d'oeuvres passing
Yeah.
around. And people were dressed. We felt like we were dressed appropriate because I was low-key kind of like, I do not
Know what to
understand what I'm supposed to wear to this. Like, I do not understand what I'm supposed to wear. So anyway, it worked out really good. But Kev was trying to put on a whole suit.
Oh, Lord.
I said, Kev, I don't think that's like super formal. And I don't think it's
Yes.
like that formal. I think she just wants you to look nice, but also be comfortable enough to dance.
Yes.
It was odd. So anyway, that was a lot of fun. She looked amazing, of course. And it was just a good time. It was
Yeah.
always good. Like, birthday parties are not like business events.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So it's always nice to see people and just kind of like catch up and stuff. So
Yeah.
that's also like really cool. Me and Kev aren't dancers like that at all, but it is nice to like see people, see how they're doing, whatever.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Then that Sunday morning, we had to go to the Black Excellence Brunch by Trells, the
Yep.
founder. First of all, he does such an amazing
Oh, my
job.
gosh. It's so cool.
It's such a good idea.
Yes.
I'm like, I don't know why God didn't give it to me.
Hello.
You know how excited I would be to just host events?
Yes.
Like, I would have such a good time. So anyway, it was for the color purple. Listen to me carefully. I was talking to Courtney about this morning. I don't want to say I'm not a huge fan of The Color Purple, but when people say The Color Purple, the original, is their favorite movie, it is a little odd to me.
Yes, yes.
Because it's not made of the stuff that my favorite movies are
Yes.
made of.
Yeah, yeah.
I like to like have a good time and laugh and
Not feel heavy afterwards.
yes,
Yeah.
and maybe smile.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not, it is a trauma film. It's just not the things that I would call my favorite.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just not that. This is not The Color Purple, but it is still recognizable as The Color Purple.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it is a reimagining, but it's not so off base that you're just kind of like, you
Yeah.
took away too much, that
Got
we've
it.
lost the plot somewhere.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know exactly know what's happening. It is a musical. They've definitely taken some liberties in Ceely's storyline, but in a good way.
Oh, good.
In a really good way. You laugh out loud. Like, they've added levity.
Yeah.
They've also added an ending that feels more triumphant was the word that I was
Oh,
using.
yeah.
Versus the last one. Like, there was resolution, but you still felt like, now that girl's life sucked.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, it was really bad.
Yeah.
Like, it felt more just triumphant. I highly recommend. I thoroughly enjoy. I mean, we were crying in there,
Mm-hmm.
but it was the cry of like, she made it,
Mhm.
not the cry of like, the tears that are just, this
Yeah.
is really, really sad.
Yeah.
It was like touching. Kev said this in the vlog, but seriously, Danielle Brooks as Sophia.
Yeah.
If you thought Oprah was memorable,
She's-
Sophia steals the show.
Oh, really?
Sophia being Danielle Brooks, because she plays the character. She steals the show.
Oh, I love it.
Danielle Brooks I didn't know she went to Juilliard.
Oh, cool.
I didn't really know her story at all.
Yeah.
In fact, she's beautiful, has these like crazy deep dimples, just really, really pretty girl. But she was phenomenal. Fantasia,
Is
I know she's
Fantasia.
Mel's favorite, so I was
Oh,
like,
my
sent a video of her when
gosh.
she came
I
in.
love her.
She had a Sunday choir.
Oh.
And so they were singing, yes, yeah. Fantasia came, they weren't even like introduced yet. Came from the back. She said, can y'all just do it again?
Oh.
Can y'all just, I said, this churchy's so deep in
I
her.
love Fannie Mae.
Listen, I told Mel she is as churchy as advertised. You hear me? as
I want to
churchy
see her so bad.
as advertised. She was up there talking and can't help but low-key preach. Just
Yes.
what you think about the sky. You know, when I think about the sky,
Hello.
I think about the goodness of Jesus.
And all he's done
and
for
all
me.
he's done for me. That he was so gracious to give me something to look at, and it's blue.
Hello?
You know, blue means calm.
Oh.
And when I think of the sky, I think of the calmness. You know what the calmness brings? Peace.
Amen.
And when I think about Jesus, I think about peace.
Yes.
And I can't help. That's how churchy she is.
I love
just
it.
as churchy and was just as nice. We didn't get to take pictures with her, but she was talking to Tab. You know, everybody know Tab.
Amen. Amen.
Okay. Oh, let me tell you this. Hold on.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay.
Everybody know Tabitha Brown. That's
Wait.
what I want to say. Go
Before
ahead.
you
say
get
it.
into it,
Don't let me forget. I got something to say.
okay, you got
Okay.
something to say. But I also have something to say, and that is to tell you about earning. And that is because life doesn't happen bi-weekly, so why should payday? The money you earn can be in your hands today. That's a word. That's a rhyme right there.
It was.
With Earnin. Earnin is an app that gives you access to your pay as you work, up to $100 per day or up to $750 per pay period. Y'all know the holidays is coming, amen? Just download the Earnin app and verify your paycheck. Then access up to $100 a day as you work and leave an optional tip. Any money you access plus tips are automatically repaid from your next paycheck. So it's easy enough. Make Earnin a part of your financial routine and join Earnin's over 3.5 million customers who say things like, when I think about not the goodness of Jesus, but when I think about Earnin, I think about financial stability and security. It gives me a lot of peace of mind. Download Earnin today, spelled EARNIN, in the Google Play or Apple App Store. When you download the Earnin app, type in Jen under podcast. When you sign up, it'll really help the show. Jen under podcast, subject to your available earnings, daily max, and pay period max. See earnin.com/TOS for details. Earnin is a financial technology company, not a bank. Bank products are issued by Evolve Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Bingo.
All right, go ahead. Tell us what you got to say.
The last thing I'm going to say about this is that we were at the table with Debrat and Jessica. Okay. First of all, they kept looking at me and Kev like they recognized us. And so I'm like, I don't never assume.
Yeah.
Okay? So we're talking. We actually end up talking, having a good time because we're sitting at the same table. You know? First of all, the brat is
just as pretty as we think.
Gorgeous.
Oh, man.
But also a crybaby.
Oh, really?
This woman cried.
That's beautiful.
You hear me?
She just had that baby.
Listen, and was just as emotional as they
She
come.
just had that baby.
They was
She
up
don't
there
know what's happening.
on the stage, Fantasia and them talking and stuff. And every 2 seconds, she taking off her sunglasses and doing this. Girl, don't put the sunglasses back on. Just do not put them back on.
Great.
Just do not. So we're sitting at the
her
table.
name is Judy, not Jessica.
I thought her name was Jessica. I thought it was Big Booty Judy as like. Because Big Booty Judy and her real name is Jessica.
Oh, actually,
are we
when
sure?
You said Jessica, I thought it was too, but her real name is Jessica.
That's what I thought. I was
right,
like, and it's not spelled with an I. I think it's spelled with an E.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought so. We could double check, but I'm pretty sure her name is Jessica.
Her real name is Jessica.
Yeah, and it's spelled with an E, ain't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
ECA.
Yeah. So anyway, she DM'd me.
Did she afterward?
Yes.
And said what?
And was just like, it was just a real, I'll tell you exactly. And I was like, you did recognize us. It was really, really sweet. And I was just like,
oh.
And because I've been watching Married to Medicine, I was like, it's weird that you know who I am. I've been watching you on my TV.
She's on there?
Yes, because the girl is Debrat's doctor.
Oh, yes.
So they were so sweet, just really, really nice. And when you go, we go to events. Kevin was just talking about this today. You go to events and a lot of people, Jackie, thank you. Dr. Jackie is her doctor. A lot of people recognize Kev and, sometimes we get special treatment. Sometimes we stand in line just like the rest of folk.
Yes.
It ain't no big thing. Tabitha Brown don't do none of those things.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay? Tabitha Brown arrives and someone whisks her away. So we're in line. I'm like, I'm not waiting in line until, because it was cold and you have heels. So I don't want to wait in line until I know the doors are opening and we can start, flowing in. So eventually they open the doors. We get in the line. Tab comes and just
grabs you.
Chat, and this is me and Kev. Being with Tabitha Brown, you gonna sit in the front somewhere. That's how we ended up at the table with Debrat and Jessica, and it was Tab and I can't think of the girl's name right now. Lord have mercy. And she's a beautiful, tall comedian girl.
Oh, the brown skin girl.
Yes.
Was on Netflix.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I can't think of her name. I know who you're talking about.
Zaynab.
Yeah.
Thank you. Zaynab, who is hysterical, by the way, and just really pretty, actually. She's like tall and thin and just all the things a model is made of. So anyway, you sit with Tab and she just
all the things.
Child, we was hey. And Tab is so. Have you met Kevin and Melissa? Have you met Kevin and Melissa? Have you met Kevin and Melissa?
So
have you met Kevin and Melissa? I want to make sure you meet Kevin and Melissa. So it was just cool. The whole day, I texted Trell this morning and I was like, thank you so much for inviting us and thinking of us. And you talk about black excellence, but you, sir,
100%
are black excellence.
Oh, 100%.
Because it was just a beautiful, beautiful event. So anyway, all of that to say, go support. You will enjoy it. It was great. It was fantastic. Okay, moving on.
Moving on.
We're going to do Pop the Trunk. We have been enjoying.
These are so great. All the email, it's just like you have a voice message, whatever, and I just be smiling.
Me too.
Like, oh, we got another one.
Me too.
Y'all are the best.
The best. So please make sure you send them to speakpipe.com/GJ.
Childish.
Speakpipe.
Speak on the pipe.
.com/GJ. Okay. Normally I at least listen to these so I can like formulate my thoughts or whatever. This one we stopped because I accidentally somehow listened to part 2 first.
Yes.
And by the time we got maybe 3/4 of the way through part 2, we said, wait a minute. What happened, girl?
We are missing a
We're
piece
missing
of
a piece of the story.
Also, what is happening?
What is happening? And so we're going to go through and listen to part 1 for the first time together.
Yes.
And then go back to part 2. Okay. We want to make sure that we're all speaking the same language. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
All right. Konnichiwa. Did you understand that?
Hello.
That's hello in Japanese. I will actually be going to Tokyo this weekend.
Fancy.
I'm so excited. We're doing the things. We'll be spending literally a weekend in Japan. And so this fall, you can start speaking a new language. Why? Because it works. I want to learn something more than konnichiwa before we go to Tokyo, since we will be obviously eating there. You should know how to order food, ask for the bathroom, ask for directions, and really the niceties of like, thank you, good morning, hello, goodbye,
Yes.
that kind of stuff. At the very least, you should be able to say thank you. All right. So I'll be making sure that I go on to Babbel to learn that. Babbel also has tons of games, and they're 10-minute lessons that are signed by over 150 language experts to help you start speaking a new language in as little as 3 weeks. And as a person who enjoys, and most people do, positive reinforcement,
Yes.
we love the sound of a correct answer. Okay, so this is the sound of a correct answer on Babbel's site. All right, that sound is the sound of a correct answer. Studies from Yale, Michigan State University, and others continue to prove that Babbel is better. Here's a special limited time deal for our listeners to get you started right now. Get 55% off your Babbel subscription, but only for our listeners at babbel.com/GJ.
GJ.
Get 55% off at babbel.com/GJ.
GJ.
Babbel spelled Babbel, just like in the Bible.com/GJ.
GJ.
Rules and restrictions apply. Okay, so we are going to listen to Child. Y'all get your listening ears together.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh, we
1,
gotta
2,
do ours.
3, eyes on me, as the teachers used to say, because you are going to want to hear the situations. All right, here we go.
That we are also going to be listening to for.
Yeah, we listened to the second part, but we missed the context of the first part. Actually, we didn't even finish the second part either.
We did it.
All right, we ready, Cam? Also, really quick, hold on, sorry. Really quick, I just have to say this. People thought Courtney's boyfriend was you. So
That's
people
hilarious.
were in my DMs like, Cam got a black girlfriend? What is so funny
Is he done?
is Cam has a black girlfriend.
It's just not Courtney.
It's just not Courtney. When I tell you I was crying, like, oh, Cam, that's Cam. I said, no, that's not Cam. That's not Cam. Cam, the other one. Cam got a black girlfriend. No, well, he does.
It's
Just
not
not
him.
who you looking at.
Okay. Well, the amount of DMs I got about the tall black
Me
man
too.
who
I sent it
obviously
to
is
him.
there by himself.
I
I got one girl said first person to Photoshop their face in next to him got dibs on him. And I'm working on my picture now. I said, you know what? Get out of my DMs,
somebody
man.
was in my comments and said, "Who's trench coat?"
The women said, who is he?
Who is trench coat?
I don't even follow him. Is he on
No,
Instagram?
I don't know if I should say his name aloud.
I chose not to.
Yes, okay. So he
Is he on social though? No.
no,
I
he
didn't-
doesn't really do social. He
That's what I
actually took a
told the
break.
people.
Yeah,
I
he
told the
took a
people he
break
ain't on
off
here.
social media. He does stuff for us. I don't know what I could say or not say because I don't want to out him like that because
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know his,
His
I don't
situation.
know his situation.
Oh my goodness, y'all were fun.
Yeah, y'all were great. Sometimes the best place to be in social media are the DMs and the
absolutely.
comments.
Yes.
Sometimes it's also the worst place to be. Sometimes they be in
amen.
shambles.
Amen.
But sometimes I will sit and cackle at the DMs that she said who is trench coat, and I screenshot it and sent it to him. I said they wondering who you are. Matter of fact, he said
I should have. Well, I'm gonna send him all the screenshots in the work chat because listen.
he said something like, "I'm trying to stay focused, Melissa."
Oh, well,
When I
well.
cried. How come I can't? Well, I ain't gonna be able to find it yet. Oh, I had one more thing to say. I'm sorry. I had one more thing to say. I'm sorry. And then we're going to re-listen to the Pop the Cut. I'm so sorry. I just want to say, just really quick, because I just looked at it because I sent it to him, that I sent out the video invites.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to post these on social media only because I'm trying to usher in a new wave.
Oh.
I'm trying to usher in the new wave that paper invitations are out.
Yeah, I agree.
Do not
The
spend
choir and
your
the competition are
The
out.
choir and the competition are out. Okay? Do not waste your time on paper products that people are going to throw in the trash after you collected addresses and hounded people for their addresses.
Oh, my goodness.
Then you actually had to buy postage. Then you actually had to go to the post office
it's so
to
stupid.
mail them. For the post office to not care that you spent all this money on it. So it's going to arrive wrinkled and torn and flipped on the sides.
Yes.
Only for people to not look at the invitation and text you anyway about the details.
Anyway. Yeah.
Do a video invite. I did it. I love it. I can't wait to tell you guys like how I ended up doing it because it was actually like outside of the video itself, the invite was like $15.
Hello.
And so it's way
Look at
cheaper
that.
than paper.
Uh-huh.
That's all I'm saying. It's way cheaper than paper. And I've not seen this done. I'm not saying I invented it. All I'm saying is I'm the first.
Hello. Soldier Boy, tell him.
Exactly. And I'm definitely going to be on my Soldier Boy, okay? All right, for real. Let's listen.
Okay, y'all. So here's the story. Coworker
I'm gonna take notes.
got pregnant.
Okay.
Told me, now mind you, this is around May of 23.
Okay.
Told me she's pregnant. Revealed to me that she's usually carrying the whole family. She makes $17 an hour. He's getting paid under the table with construction. And conveniently, he's Muslim. They gonna get married, have their own little ceremony. Mom and daddy don't like them. She gets pregnant. She's upset. Everybody's not giving her the positive support she needs. She decides to take a week and a half, use her PTO time to go get married. Before that, I try to hurry up and rush and throw her a little bridal shower, baby shower.
She's a good
get all the
coworker.
stuff off her registry.
Very
Come
good.
the day before, she says, "Oh, I don't need nothing from you. What you need, what you bought, you can take it to the homeless shelter. I'm sure they would appreciate it."
What?
And then she also fronted on me in front of other coworkers saying, "No, thank you, Miss Rainey. We not that close. I don't need nothing from you."
Hello.
I'm like, "Oh, okay." So this heifer forgets that she revealed to me, one, your $17 an hour is carrying the whole house. Your man gets paid under the table, which means he's an undocumented worker.
Hello.
Ooh.
Which means he probably...
Oh, God. Go to 2.
So this is the first lady, the second part too. She tells me, "I don't need nothing from you. You can keep it." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Well, come to find out, reason why she didn't want to take it was because she was holding on to something I said when she first told me she was pregnant. When she first told me she was pregnant, she said, I told her, I said, I think you'll be a wonderful mother. You'll love that baby. You're going to take care of that baby. I said, make sure you stay healthy. I said, but most of all, stay ahead of your until y'all get married. Men like to switch it up on you. You're going to be a great mother, but you never know what this man is going to do.
You gonna
So
be
stay
fine.
ahead of him. Stay 2 steps ahead of him. Savings accounts, don't share nothing until y'all are married. Well, come to find out, she been walking around the office telling everybody that I said something to offend her. Now, the girl got high anxiety, and she's probably on anxiety meds, but she had been walking around the office snapping at people because she's pregnant. So what would y'all do? Because I went on ahead, returned everything, sent it back to the store, got my money back, and told her boss, like, look, she need to learn how to be pregnant and professional. She's not receiving the support she wants from her family, so why not get the support from your coworkers? But I was like, you know what? These heifers is crazy and ungrateful. Bye, y'all.
It's the bye y'all for me.
First of all, you need to learn how to be pregnant and professional, okay? Because you're not getting the support you need. Okay, you're making $17
We
an
didn't
hour.
screen that because there were so many shots fired across.
Oh, she was being Kiki Mamas. She was being Kiki Mama.
The undocumented worker, like
She was just, the safety ain't on. Everybody getting shot.
no,
Girl,
how am I in it?
I am friendly. I am friendly fire. Why you shoot me? I don't know how to work the safety, so everybody got shot.
What is happening? That was great. We gotta start screening
the
those.
girl. She said, and she on anxiety pills. Let the girl. I might need the anxiety pills. I don't. Why she?
Okay, bye y'all.
Because what would you do? Because I took my stuff back and got my money back. Talking about taking it to the homeless. No, I took it back to the store.
Why is she in so friendly? Bye y'all. Girl, you just popped the trunk on everybody. Have a good day. That was awesome. That was amazing.
This wasn't a pop the trunk. I don't know what it was either, to be honest.
You know what? The lesson. I love a good lesson. Don't be friends with your coworkers. You can't do stuff for them.
That's what I heard.
You can't do things for your coworkers because they are coworkers. That's it. Being friends outside of that, trying to be nice. At the end of the day, you got to work with them still, and now you want to cuss them out.
That's right.
And now you got to be unpregnant and professional while you're trying to make her be pregnant and professional. Now everybody's unprofessional.
Because I already know you're making $17 an hour.
And you know her
He
pay.
ain't making no money.
Jesus.
I'm trying to help you out. And you offended by something I said? I ain't said nothing, but you broke.
Why
would you be offended by that when it's true?
Stay ahead of your...
Don't open no this
so many quotables.
This is what you know. This is when you know black women is man. Come to find out. She said that 7 times.
She's still mad about something I said when she was pregnant.
She gonna take her PTO, okay, and go get married.
She took a week and a half of her PTO. She carrying the whole family on her $17 an hour.
And she forgot she done told me.
I know all your teeth. Damn. That was so fabulous. Oh my gosh. You know
more of those.
Black, I don't know. I've only been a part of the black community, so I don't know other communities.
I didn't even hear her say convenient music. I didn't hear her say that.
No. What I'm saying is, being that I've only been a part of the black community, what I can speak to is that black women love to tell you to keep your money and you got to stay ahead of him because one day he might leave you and you need to be ready. They love to tell you that.
God.
They love to tell you that. That cracks me up. Do other communities say that? Do the women in other communities say that?
Can't.
I need to. Cam, you're not a man. I mean, you are a man. You're not a woman. So your mama didn't say that? She don't preach that?
She don't tell you that?
Do you have sisters?
Yeah.
Did she tell them that?
We have a specific relationship because of my father, but in the white community, I don't think that was.
That's
That's not generally a thing.
I'm so curious because listen, the middle-aged, mid-30 black women will tell you up and down, mid-30 up is what I'm trying to say. They will tell you up and down.
They sure will. She did. Did she say her name?
I
She
don't
did.
know.
She said, and Miss
Raina. Her name is Raina. She said
okay,
Raina
we should
or
bleep
something.
her name out. Don't leave your names, y'all.
Why? Oh, in case the person listening identifies that?
No, they were saying in case this goes off on the internet. I don't think it will, but you never know because you never know what's going to go off on the internet. So let me not even say that. You never know.
That was awesome. We are no help, but thank you for sending that anyway.
I don't have nothing. I'm going to tell you, the lesson you said is what I heard.
Which,
the whole lesson
don't be
I
friends
heard
with your coworkers.
is do not get in your coworkers' business. That's what I heard. Don't help them because she seemed like she was throwing the party and trying to do. Girl, just show up.
Trying to be
do a
above
little
and
gift
beyond.
card. Because the little girl who you said ain't got no money told you to return your gift.
Which is wild.
I
bought you something to be nice because I know you broke, and now you tell okay, and I will.
And I will.
I will, and I won't do nothing else for you.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, I'll make sure that what happened was we only heard, we didn't hear the first part. And so I was like, oh, we need context, but let's do it live.
That's fine.
But we got more than what we expected.
That was great.
She said, I told her boss, she need to figure out how to be pregnant and professional.
The problem is why she gave so much context about that situation that if I would know who she was. If I knew that person, I would know that person.
Absolutely, 100%.
Because she said everything. I would be like, oh, so you make $17 an hour and
so
your man don't got no money?
As soon as her husband came in, it's her husband now. So you the one, you ain't got no money because you little, okay, got it.
Oh,
and
man.
your mama don't love you.
Fabulous.
That was great.
10 out of 10.
Send more. Speakpipe.com/GJ. Because
keep them coming.
Girl, fantastical, okay? Send us an update.
For real.
All right, moving on.
Yes. Should I do this ad before I go into
Go
this?
for it.
Okay. So we are going to move on to HelloFresh because y'all know we love HelloFresh around these parts. With HelloFresh, you get farm fresh, pre-proportioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. It's the holiday season, and 'tis the season for giving and gathering. And with HelloFresh, it can also be the season of saving. Actually, save money this month with fresh recipes delivered cheaper than takeout. And with pre-proportioned ingredients, you'll never waste money on excess food. Y'all know we trying to save our money because we got to buy all them gifts for the holidays. And this is how you can. Just use HelloFresh. After a full day of work, there's still so much to do. Some days it feels like eating a wholesome dinner is next to impossible. But with HelloFresh, you can turn busy weeknights into memorable mealtimes with delicious practical options designed to save you time, like their 15-minute meals. I have a lot of favorite HelloFresh meals, but their meatloaf meal is one of my faves. It's also one of McKinley's faves. I love the little like glazy situation that they put on top of there. The other thing that they do a lot, which I have been doing more regularly, they are quick to tell you to roast some vegetables. Okay, They will tell you to put some carrots in the roaster, broil them, take them out, it'll be all crispy. So I had that the other day, and McKinley was trying to describe what she wanted more of, and she called them French fries. And now McKinley is 7, so she knows the taste of French fries.
Yeah.
I said, you know those aren't French fries, right? She was like, they're so good. I said, girl, that's carrots.
That's
I don't know what happened.
That's a good meal.
But get all the carrots, babe. All of them. You can have them. I don't care. So anyway, I don't know what HelloFresh did with them carrots, but they were a hit in my house. Go to HelloFresh.com/juicefree.
Juice-free.
And use code juicefree.
Juice-free.
For free breakfast for life. 1 breakfast item per box while subscription is active. That's free breakfast for life at HelloFresh.com/juicefree. With code juicefree.
Juice-free.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And yeah, HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kits. We love it.
All right. Moving on to Black Twitter trends. While we're talking about being pregnant and professional, Ashanti is pregnant.
Hello. Hello. Welcome to the dark side, Ashanti.
I love this for her. I don't care what ends up happening between her and Nelly. I truly don't.
Hilarious.
I think it is freaking fantastic that she's able to be in this love story at this time of her life.
Mm-hmm.
Like to Listen, they said what do we call it? She circled the block.
Spin block.
Spin the block. Thank you. She spent the block. Back with the love of her life from
Years
before,
ago.
and was able to get pregnant at 43 years old.
That's amazing.
She is probably on. Well, I should say
U.S.
this
Weekly.
is. Thank you.
Confirmed it.
Confirmed by as an exclusive. So it seems like
They told them.
yeah, they're the original source.
Yeah.
I love this for her.
Yeah.
I really do. I truly, truly love this for her. What are your thoughts on pregnancy at 43 with your ex?
Well, we should somebody send her the gin and juice where we talked about the pop the trunk of having a kid when later in life. Somebody send that to her, okay?
That's
because
true.
she should be warned.
She should be.
But shout out to that. Listen, if you can be whatever age, I don't even care. You know how I feel about teen moms, bring them back. But if you can be 43 and have the career that she's had, the life that she has, she stays on vacation.
Sure
so, I mean, just think about the family photos to come, the vacation family photos to come on the yachts. Okay, matching swimsuits. Bring it on, Ashanti. Bring it on. I love her. I think this is great for her. I hope he is phenomenal as a father, and I hope they stay together and have happily ever after Black love.
Me too. Ashanti, of course, we all loved her in the 2000s, right?
Yes.
But when she did Versus during the pandemic,
who she go against? I don't remember.
I don't either.
Oh, who?
Listen,
I do not remember. Keisha Cole.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I think I remember this because Keisha came late and had an attitude.
Yes, she did.
I remember that.
The thing is,
what a terrible matchup. It's a terrible matchup then. It's a terrible matchup to think about now.
It wasn't good.
Shanti has hits.
Well, and that happened. Not only that, but Ashanti's personality made her even more likable because it seemed like Keisha, she had an attitude. Maybe because she was running late.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Maybe she was just flustered.
Yes.
But Ashanti was sitting there looking just as happy
she was.
And likable.
She has such a distinct laugh too.
Yes.
She always
she's all on the internet laughing right now.
She everything about her, it seems like she is infectious.
Yes.
Being around her, it's like, oh, we're happy. You're smiling.
Yes.
It's bananas.
Yes.
It's the whole thing with her.
Yes.
And I feel like, listen, Keisha Cole should have stayed home that day.
No, 100%. Were you with us the year we went to Essence and she was in our same dressing room?
Who?
Ashanti.
No. I was in there and Toya Carter was in there. Reginae mama.
I don't remember that.
Oh, I have a fun. Okay.
Well, she was beautiful.
Ashanti was in there?
Yes.
I missed that, child.
She was. I was like, I want to see her in person because I'm always like, are you as pretty in person as you are on camera? And I was like, I need to know. I need to find out. She is so pretty.
Oh,
just so pretty.
It.
And then having this personality, it's just like, how does it feel to be God's favorite?
Oh, I love it.
So I'm happy for her. I really am. I am truly. Oh,
bubbly.
Yeah. You know, Irv Gotti is
fuming.
Oh.
Fuming.
And I love that for him.
Same.
Oh, I
have the
relish.
life you deserve, sir.
Yes, I hope he has the day he deserves.
Amen.
Because this man, whatever he is feeling, I want you to feel it deeply. I want you to see her laughing and on a yacht and seeing Nelly doing this to her belly and her just smiling and hair just as long as it want to be, Rapunzel style. And I want him to be angry.
Excuse me.
Bless you. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, anything else on Black Twitter Trends you do?
Yes. Speaking of people that should have the days they deserve, I'm going to tell you. I made this video. People have been tagging me on TikTok to hey, I'm not a lawyer on this case. And I get so many tags that I typically don't have the ability to go research them all. But I decided to go back and research this one, and it is insane.
Okay,
so
I'm
let
ready.
me tell you this story.
Okay.
It's out of Georgia because everything happens in Georgia and Florida. And so what happens is there's a 62-year-old black man. His name is Kenneth Herring. Okay. He is driving. He's near the Atlanta airport and he's driving down the street. He runs a red light and he has a pickup truck.
Okay.
He ends up running a red light and he hits a tractor trailer. Okay. As you can imagine, tractor trailer versus a pickup truck.
Mm-hmm.
The pickup truck and the tractor trailer and the driver of the tractor trailer are fine. Kenneth, at some point gets out of the vehicle. There are people who are witnesses, right? One of the witnesses is an off-duty correctionals officer from the jail that's around the area. And there's also a 19-year-old white woman whose name is Hannah Payne. Okay. So they call for police. Police don't come. 20 minutes pass, and they have audio of Hannah calling back to say, hey, there's been an accident, and there is a guy in a red pickup truck. He ran a red light and hit this tractor trailer. We're waiting. And they're like, okay, girl, they're coming. And then the off-duty correctional officer, he calls, and he literally is like, we've been out here for 20 minutes. Like, where are the police? Nobody's here. And while he's on the phone, he's like, the reason I'm kind of stressing this is because the driver of the pickup truck is acting a little bit weird.
That's what I was going to say. How hurt was he?
Well, and he's fine, no injuries, but he's just acting a little weird.
I see.
So he's on the phone and he's like, ma'am, he just got in the car. Oh, he's pulling off. The driver of the pickup truck who ran the light is now driving away. And so he's on the phone and he's like, get the license. Somebody get the
license plate.
License plate. Somebody get the license plate. So he's yelling that while it's all on the phone. And then he says the woman who has a Jeep, Hannah Payne, the 19-year-old, she is going to follow it and try to get a picture of the license plate. So he's saying it on the call. She's going to go try to get a picture of the license plate.
And Hannah is 19.
19. So then they hang up. And then this Hannah is on the phone with 911, the 911 operator. And Cam, you can play the first clip.
Okay.
This is Hannah on the phone, 911.
And we actually do not want you to chase him. We just want you to be safe. He is drunk. I'm sorry that I'm here to tell you I'm not going to follow him because he is going to cause another accident.
Okay, so hopefully you heard that. Yes, the operator is telling her,
do not
follow him. And she's saying, ma'am, he is drunk and I am not going to follow him. Double negative, meaning I am going to follow him. And she's saying he could hit somebody else.
And cause an accident.
So she continues to follow him.
Okay.
After she follows him for about a mile. She, according to prosecutors...
I don't know why people do this.
Yeah.
I don't know why people do this.
She follows him. She blocks his vehicle in with her Jeep, gets out of the vehicle, and then play the next clip.
In the background, you can hear, get out of the car, get out of the car, get out of the car, get out of the effing car.
Ma'am! Yes. Ma'am! He just pulled the trigger of my gun in my hand. Ma'am, you are not supposed to follow him.
So what happens is people and witnesses tell police he hears because she's still on the phone that she is yelling at him, get out of the car.
Because she thinks she did out on the police because she got a gun.
She has a gun. She gets on the phone and says he pulled the trigger. Turns out he was shot in the abdomen and died. and there was an EMS worker. Because when he first got out of the car,
what's EMS?
Emergency medical services. Okay. So there is an EMS worker, and when he got out the
EMTs.
car, it may be DMT.
No, it probably is EMS.
When he got out the car at the accident, he was disoriented. So he was saying, "What happened? What happened? Did somebody hit me?
He probably had a concussion."
No, actually, what they're saying is, he was having a diabetic crisis, and so when he
thought he was drunk.
When he left the scene, the hospital was 3 miles away, and they're saying he had already knew that this was happening. So he was waiting for police. They took 20 minutes. So he left the scene so he can, and there's no injuries. So he left the scene to go to the hospital because he was having a medical emergency. She thinks he's drunk, follows him for a mile, shoots him dead. And now this 62-year-old black man is gone. And now she is standing trial. Jury selection started today. It's Monday. And I plan to follow this one. So at first it was Georgia, the way they do.
Wait, time out. So she immediately realizes I just shot him and calls and says he pulled the trigger.
There's also video. A bystander recorded her in the back of her truck changing clothes after it happened. So
Why
at
do people
first,
do this?
before they actually investigated, that's what I was saying. So Georgia has the way that they do murder charges, instead of like first degree, second degree, they have like malice murder, which would be 1st degree. And so anyway, at first she essentially got like a manslaughter charge, and then they investigated. And now she has I can't remember the kidnapping one. False imprisonment. She has like all 3 basically counts of murder. She has like so many charges now. And of course her mom was like, they're basically trying to say it was self-defense and that he actually attacked her, and that she was defending herself and this didn't have to happen, but it's not at the hands of her. Girl.
I do not understand why people, if the woman, the 911 operator, is telling your behind to stay at home,
Clear as day.
do not follow.
She said, after she said he shot, ma'am, I told you not to follow
That's
him.
exactly what she said. I'm happy she said it just like that
Me
too.
too.
Because this is what it's giving low key. The 911 operator is a black woman. She could tell she's talking to a white woman. What I'm trying to tell your hardhead Karen behind is to stay your behind at the scene and let the police handle what's happening. But instead, what you decided to do was be hardhead, follow him. Now you gonna call me back talking about he shot the first fire. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
He shot in the abdomen. He took your gun and shot himself in the abdomen.
And make that make sense. And I already know the reason why you followed him is because you thought you could be Captain Planet because you had a gun in your car. So you was feeling real froggy.
100%.
Talking about get out the car. What credentials you got?
Mind you, she was only 19, so they're saying she had her license to carry, license to carry for like less than a year. They're saying like 6 months she had
because
it.
in Georgia, she's not from Atlanta. She's from Georgia.
So
she thinks she got the upper hand.
Girl. I listened to people have been tagging me, and I finally, yesterday, I just was like, this story keeps getting worse. Because it goes from, he ran a red light. He's leaving the scene. Now, sit the hell down.
How did they figure out he had a diabetic attack?
So the EMT person that was over there, EMS person, basically their testimony saying that he just seemed disoriented, and then finding out that he had diabetes. His wife is like, I am positive
100% sure
that is what's happening.
That's probably what caused him to.
And that's probably what caused him to run.
Well, they can do a blood test to see blood sugar levels.
Well, so
and all that.
they did an autopsy on him, and there was no traces of drug or alcohol in his system at all. So he was not drunk at all, actually. At all. This man lost his life for nothing. Nothing.
Girl. I can't stand it. I
Girl.
can't stand it.
I'm sure the part about his blood sugar levels will come out in the actual trial. Yeah. I am positive. When they do a preliminary hearing, it's just like enough evidence for a judge to decide if this should go to trial.
Right.
That's what happened. The judge said, yes, we're taking it to trial. And so now they're doing jury selection. I imagine it won't take a ton of time. And then they will start the actual trial. And I don't know how, because I'm watching YSL as well. But I'm going to try to watch YSL and this one because it's insane. Awful. And I just want to hear I know they're going to have so many witnesses and so many people able to testify about what they saw.
I want to see the video. I want the video of the person, the bystander you said.
I will find it. Did I put it in my TikTok video? I don't remember. I don't think I did. There was just girl.
So much happening.
Girl.
That girl finna be in jail for the rest of her life.
His name is
why?
Oh, absolutely right. So his name is Kenneth Herring. Her name is Hannah Payne. It's state of Georgia, basically, against Hannah Payne. That is the trial. So it will be streamed, I'm sure, on the internet, but I will be recovering. I will be covering it and doing some recaps on, all of my platforms. So I'll keep y'all posted, or join me on the lands where I cover stuff.
The Patreons.
That too.
Or the TikToks, I guess.
Everywhere, child.
Everywhere.
Anyway, okay.
Last thing we want to talk about is y'all been watching Squid Games.
Oh my gosh, Squid
the
Games.
challenge show.
The challenge show, not the crazy one.
I still haven't watched the first one, the original.
It's insane.
It was a little gory for me.
Very.
Yeah, and I couldn't make it past it. My spirit wasn't right. Ugh. But this challenge show.
Oh my gosh.
It's gooder than a mug.
Yes.
It is gooder than a mug.
Child.
Okay, gooder. So the last episode drops this week, Wednesday, which is December 9th.
Oh, okay.
7th, 6th. I think it's the 6th. Correct?
Oh, I don't know. Yes.
Oh, correct?
I thought it was going to show up on my calendar thing, and it didn't. Hold on. 6th.
Yeah, it drops December 6th. If you have not watched, you should.
Amen.
It is so good.
A good
so we won't spoil. Are we spoiling?
I think it's fine.
This is your spoiler alert. Okay, this is your spoiler alert. This is your spoiler alert.
I think it's fine to ruin the show for people.
Yes, if you have not watched
You should.
Squid Games, the challenge show, and you plan to watch, get out now.
Yes.
This is your spoiler alert. This is your spoiler alert.
Just mute.
This is your spoiler alert.
Amen.
If you have not watched Squid Games, the challenge show, and you plan to, exit now.
Exit stage left.
Please.
All right, now we finna get into it.
Okay, now we're finna get into it because it is, yes, I want to make sure y'all have plenty of time, okay? It's so good. Okay, so we're going to talk wherever you want to start, Mel.
Okay, I want to start with the mother and son. So the mother and son are on there, and the way the last drop ended was that they had to compete against each other.
Yes.
So he ends up winning, and she ends up getting sent home. But she said, like, I was really trying.
Yeah, she did.
I was trying to decide if I felt like she was really trying, number one, and should she have let him win if she was not really trying?
So I think with their age gap,
Yeah.
that she was always going to lose.
Amen.
I do think that.
I agree with that.
With that said, personally, yeah, they were 301 and 302. With that said, personally, if I were mom and I was with Isaiah or Joe, I wouldn't have even tried.
Oh.
I would have let
them
win, because me and Kev had this conversation.
Yeah.
Kev, of course, he's way too competitive.
He would have been trying to
that
win.
he would have tried to
Yeah.
win 100%. If I am with, in fact, it wouldn't have mattered. If I was with anyone that, like, if it was this competition and I realized I have to go against someone that I know, I would have sacrificed myself.
Oh.
I would have automatically sacrificed
yeah.
myself. Y'all know I don't do well with that type of like competition and pressure. It just makes me feel away. So I would have been like, it's okay. We don't even have to go through the rigmarole. You got it. What would you have done?
For my actual children, I would have let them win. For anybody else that I just know, I'm giving everything I got. Good luck to you and good luck to me. Best man wins. That's what it's going to be.
What did Greg say?
Okay, so Greg said, actually, let me tell you what he said. I'm not going to tell y'all what he said. He said he would let them win because what we changed it to, since it was mother and son, I was asking, do you think it would be different for father and daughter?
Mm-hmm.
And I asked him what he would do. And so he said he would let the girls win, which I was like, yes. And I believe my daddy would let me win.
Daddy would let us win.
And they should.
Yeah, Daddy would let us win. I would let my kids win 100%.
Yes.
I would let Kevin. It didn't matter. I would let whoever win. It wouldn't matter. Then they go on to what's the next challenge after that? It doesn't matter. What's the next challenge we're gonna talk about?
So we can just get to Ashley. We can
Okay,
skip
great.
this. Okay. So then let's go into the Bridge of Glass,
Yes.
in which the idea
Yes.
is that instead of the first guy, which was played that he got number one,
Yes.
first
it was.
of all,
It was the whole.
that was whack.
That was
That was so
whack.
whack. And she was like, it's not malicious, but he's a great leader and he's going to lead us.
No,
and
it
as soon
was.
as she said that, I said, Greg, he's dying on the first one.
Yep.
He's falling on the
Yep.
first one. Greg was like, no, that man stepped on that thing and
And
dropped.
dropped.
I said, see.
So if you haven't watched or don't plan on watching, let's set it up. So the way that it works is they have all the players. You each get a number, right?
Yes.
And the bridge has 2 panels.
Yes.
One panel is stable. When you land on it, you're safe. The other panel is basically a
It's
quick
tempered
drop.
glass.
Yeah, it's tempered
That'll-
glass. So you step on it and you drop instead.
Yes.
That means you died, you out, you lost, right?
Right.
And so the idea is whoever goes
TJ.
first, and it was TJ, you have to take the first risk to figure out which panel is tempered and which glass is not. The setup originally is that you would then keep going.
Absolutely.
They decided that each person only takes one 50-50 chance. So you go to your bridge block, so to speak. You pick your thing. If you drop, you drop. The person after you now knows that one's safe.
And they
then
overtake.
they choose, yes,
Yes.
and then they choose the next one.
Yes.
Then they stop. Then the third person now knows what is number 1, what is number 2, and then they go to the third one,
Right.
and that's the one that they have to choose. Okay, so they're doing this. 301, the son,
Yep.
did his block, right?
I think he was number 3 as
yeah,
well.
literally.
He was like
number three. He does his block. He chooses. He is safe.
And
It is
then
now
Ashley, the black woman's turn to come overtake
Take him.
step in front of him and figure out for the row number 4, which one is tempered, which one is stable. She won't go.
and she didn't go.
She just stood and then was looking like,
You could hear
and then had the nerve
everybody
to
talking.
say, and they agreed to that. I
I
don't
didn't
remember
agree.
agreeing to that. I did not agree to
Meanwhile, they all
overtaking.
had the conversation because I was like, this is a smart way to play,
I
but
agree.
it makes it less risky, actually.
Would you have done it? Would you have agreed to the overtake,
Absolutely.
versus-
Especially if I was the low number. Especially if I was
Yeah,
a low
yeah,
number.
yeah.
If I was a low number, without a shadow of a doubt, I would have agreed to this. Because as soon as they did it, I said, oh, y'all done messed it. Because now you've actually leveled the playing field.
Yes, yes.
So it is much fair.
Yeah.
So anyway, 301, Ashley doesn't move.
She does not move.
Does not
and
move.
That is wrong.
It was
I
wrong.
was in the bed, pissed off
too.
because you can't you can't do that if everybody is agreeing and now you have benefited from the people behind you and now you're just gonna make 301 the son keep going. So she stands there, 301 with his Mr. Save the Day,
He sure
decides
did.
to keep going. This man fall down.
And he fell. What was so funny, because it's real life and not fiction, in my mind, I'm like, oh, he's going to be the hero. He's going to find the
Oh, I
next
knew it.
one.
I was like,
and
you're
he's going to
done.
like make the point
Nigga, it's
that
over.
like I did this, yada, yada, yada. Child, that tempered glass, he said, whoop.
He
Everybody
fell.
said, oh, no.
And then what sucks is because he had did the extra step, he's now basically covered her step.
Yes.
So then she gets safe and then it's like, now somebody else got to
go.
get in front of me.
And what
You
the
don't
good
get to
thing,
benefit.
She did. And she did. Because the other thing is,
Ooh,
though,
she pissed me
you
off.
start to establish a pattern. And that's the other part. You get to see they went here, then here,
Yeah,
then
but that
here.
didn't even
Double.
matter.
But it did, but it didn't.
Okay,
I
I
think he
agree with
actually chose wrong. I think
I
he
see, I
should
did
have,
too.
but it was because of the pattern.
Yeah.
And so that, yes, Ashley was trash for that.
She jumped? No, she did not. He covered. She didn't have.
No, she jumped after.
Yeah, but hers was already. He did it.
Yeah. He took her original one.
And so
And
she
then
knew which
he
one.
dropped, right. But then she went again.
Oh, I didn't remember her going again.
Yeah.
Okay.
She did go again.
Well, they should have forced her to
But
keep
301
going.
shouldn't have died. That was the point.
I agree.
301 shouldn't have died had she
They
done
should
her.
have made her keep going. Everybody behind her who then was like, no, that's what we agreed to. I would have stood there just like her. You want to be Miss
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
Bad.
you
Oh,
go.
remember, you didn't sign up for this.
Yeah,
you
she
didn't
jumped
agree
after
to
he
this.
died.
All of a sudden, now you're like, somebody overtake me. But a second ago, you didn't agree to this. F you. F you.
Yeah.
Listen, I be having issues with rule following.
Yeah, me too.
And I was furious.
I was so mad. She wasn't a team player. The only thing about Mai is that people turned on Mai because, number one, she did take the jump after. And number two, by this time, it was like a clean slate.
Yes.
And so Mai being like, everyone agrees. Same thing that Ashley did, Mai did. Everyone agrees. We're going to self-sacrifice. And Mai says, I'm actually not going to self-sacrifice.
And I'ma
I
get her.
choose you. Well, now everybody looking at you because the whole point was that we all agreed.
Yeah.
And when you don't agree, you look like how Ashley did. And that was the whole point. That's why Mai should have shut up. And I didn't like Mai anyway.
I didn't like her either because of how she did TJ.
Exactly.
I didn't like her either for that. However,
Oh, you would have been Mai?
when she got in that group and she was like, because of what you did, I stood by her. Yes.
Oh, I wouldn't
Get her out of here. Listen, Maya's bad and what she did to TJ was wrong, but I am mad also I want both of them gone. Maya and Ashley, please.
Yeah, they
please
both probably
go.
could have been. The thing is, Mai's good.
Yeah, when she was telling her little story, acting like she was crying.
Oh, I know.
I had a baby and my parents don't like me and it was so sad. Girl, shut up.
Yeah,
Shut up.
Yeah, yeah. And this is the other thing I don't like about Mai lied.
When she lie?
Oh, are you this far? Mai lied when you're not that far yet.
Oh,
You're not that far yet. Dang it. Okay, disregard. You'll see.
okay.
Mai ends up lying later. You're not that far yet. Yes, she lied about the box. But I won't tell you exactly what happened.
Oh,
But you'll understand.
Okay. I got one more episode. We finished last night. Greg was sad because his auntie now So then we stayed up and watched the episode, but then we got tired.
Yeah.
So
When
we gotta
my
finish.
lied, that was another point at which I was like, "Oh, I don't like you. I don't like how you're playing this game." Once everybody agrees on the rules and we decide that's how we are moving forward, we want to no more nastiness, no
Yeah.
more pettiness. We're trying to play this game fair and with integrity. And she's like, "Yeah, but no, I'm gonna still be playing the way I want to play." That's when it be a problem. That's why I don't like her.
Okay. So when the women were like, "Oh, we're gonna choose all women," and then they got up there and didn't choose the women, were you mad at them? Because I was like, I wouldn't agree to that
I wouldn't
either.
have agreed to it either.
I'm not choosing all women. I mean, I'm happy and I love that black man was like, I support representation.
Yes.
So he went back. I was like, yo, I fuck with that. However, I am a woman. I'm still not going to pick all women. I don't like y'all.
The problem, this is the reason why I didn't like it, is because where was the girl power in the beginning?
Exactly.
So we had the closeness and the alliance in the beginning, so it would be easier to choose y'all.
Yeah.
Now we just want to be chosen because you realize we all finna get kicked out.
Yes.
You're trying to save your rump.
100%.
I want to change. I want to save the people that's had my alliance in my back the entire
from the
time.
beginning. Yes.
It's unfair, and that's why the people were like, I mean, I know what I had said, but like he been my friend.
But he's
though.
my friend. I love him.
From like day
And then she
one.
called that dude up and was like, pick a woman, pick a woman,
Yes.
pick a woman. I thought he was not going to.
I
and
didn't
then
either. I
he
didn't either.
still did.
But that was the other thing. The black guy who was like, I understand the representation. I was here for that, but it was also his choice.
Yeah.
Like, and he probably
Totally.
low-key was like, who else I'm gonna pick? I
Yeah,
don't really
yeah.
know, so I'm gonna just keep going.
Child.
But it's easier when it's your choice, and when it's not. And we doing this for a while.
For why?
They've been my friend the whole time.
Child.
It's very good. It's
Amen. I'm choosing who choose me.
That's
and if
how I
you
feel.
chose me before, if we establish, F the girl power, I'm choosing who is going to
and
ride for me.
outside
That's
of the
what it is.
redhead white girl. All the
Yeah.
white girls were chosen except for
Yeah.
the black girls were chosen last. And that's the other thing I didn't like about that girl
Me
power
either.
crap is that
They came over
They-
last.
they came
She
over
called-
last.
I literally said the same thing. I'm like, so the white girl, now they didn't call my the Asian girl, everybody. And then it was like, yo, y'all come.
Yeah.
See,
It wasn't until the black
y'all
guy or the
turned-
black girl was chosen that
Yes.
then the blacks came in.
Yes.
But I was like, that be the problem with the
Yes.
women movement. It don't always benefit us like that.
Amen.
So I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm going black first.
Amen.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Anyway, it's really good.
I've been enjoying. I'm going to watch the last one maybe tonight. I got to finish watching it.
It's
unfortunately,
really
but yeah,
great. It's great binge-worthy TV.
It is 100%.
Yeah.
You can get invested.
Who would win Squid Games? Mel? I told you I'm out.
Oh, I'm going to compete.
No, I'm out.
I'm absolutely going to compete. Greg, who found the cookie?
I tried to go on Costco and I couldn't find it.
Oh,
But it was
man.
great. But I couldn't actually buy it.
Buy it?
Because I want us to do it.
We have Greg found a link to the cookie, but we
But
can't
and the
get 'em.
guy's link is gone.
Oh.
When I kept clicking on it, because I was like, I want to see the I could only see the name based off what he sent us.
Uh-huh.
But when you click on it, his link is gone.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, so I don't know what's happening. But if you guys can find those honey cookies,
Yes.
they're like honeycomb cookies or something like that. Here it is. See?
I see. Somebody needs to do one of y'all were saying like a what is the rooms, like an escape room, but like of the
Oh, make it
challenges
Squid-
from
yeah.
Squid Game. Listen, I would be all
would
in a escape room
I would
of
too.
Squid Game.
I would be
Somebody
in.
do it, create it,
I would be.
because I
in.
want to go. We're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, no, it would be freaking great. They said Mr. Beast. Oh, I had heard that. He
They're
did
saying
a
they're
replica.
doing an exhibit in LA for Squid Game. Oh, well, I'll find it.
Well, let's go.
You know, I don't work there anymore at the Netflixes, so I don't know things.
Don't leave 432 out. Remind me what happened with 432.
Who is 432 Squid Game? I don't know this man.
Hello?
What he
Oh,
did?
he was the beginning guy, the jerk from the very beginning.
Oh, he was. I'm happy he was gone. He was
Yeah,
rude.
me too. And
He was. It was gross.
yeah, he was annoying. I'm happy he's gone.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
real glad he's gone. Actually, bye.
Lost in Battleship.
Yeah, he did lose him. Battleship was a fun.
That was
game.
fun game. That was.
That was fun. That was a good time.
I want to do. I'm late, but there's a Squid Games escape room in Atlanta. Well, I'm going to Atlanta, so I will find it.
Yeah, that's great. Anyway, that's it.
That's it.
All right. Thank you guys so much. This was officially our last recording.
I was
This
gonna say,
won't
we
come
have
in
another
the
app.
order of last, but this will be the last recording. So if you're on Patreon, we will see you in 2024.
24.
We wish you a very happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, and a very happy New Year. And we'll see you then. We'll be back on the same scheduled time, probably the second Monday in January. Maybe not the first, but maybe that second
I think
Monday.
it's the second.
Yeah.
But if you're on Patreon, you'll probably get some stuff in between there anyway.
Yeah. All right, you guys. Bye.